Now let us talk about the use of permissible stresses or use of allowable stresses. Now the use of permissible stresses is to calculate the dimensions of component. Now we know that the mechanical components are subjected to various types of stresses, and such components we need to design. Okay, so in order to find out the dimensions of such components which are subjected to various types of stresses, we have to use this permissible stress. Now we will consider one example. A rod is subjected to tensile force of 10 Newton if it is made up of steel with SYT is equal to 400 Newton per mm square. Design the rod, take factor of safety Fs equal to 2. So I have drawn this diagram of rod which is subjected to tensile force P and its diameter is D, and we have to design the rod. That means we have to find out its diameter. Okay, so first of all, the first step is to calculate permissible stresses. Now the question is that which type of permissible stress we should consider: tensile, compressive, shear, bending, crushing. Okay, so it depends on the component, what type of stress that is going to induce in the component. Now component is here rod, it is subjected to tensile force. So as the component is subjected to tensile force, tensile stress will develop, and hence we have to consider the type of permissible stress as permissible tensile stress. So consider permissible tensile stress. We know that it is denoted by sigma t, and already in the previous part we have seen that the permissible tensile stress for ductile material, as the material is steel in our case, so permissible tensile stress sigma t for ductile material is given as SYT upon Fs. So we will use this equation sigma t is equal to SYT upon Fs here. So sigma t is equal to SYT upon Fs. Now check the given data. This SYT value is 400 and Fs is 2. So it gives 200 Newton per mm square. This is the value of permissible tensile stress. Okay, now the second step is to use the stress equation for component. Now what is meant by stress equation? Stress equation is nothing but the which type of stress is going to induce in the component, and corresponds to that type of stress, write down the equation. Now first of all, we'll see which type of stress will induce in this rod. So this rod is subjected to tensile force, and thus tensile stress will induce, and therefore we have to write the equation of tensile stress for this rod. So by considering the dimensions of this rod, we can write down the equation of tensile stress. So tensile stress is given as P upon A, that is force upon cross sectional area. So we know that cross sectional area of this rod is circular. If the diameter of rod is small d, then cross sectional area will be y by 4 d square. Okay, so this is the equation. This is the equation number 1 of permissible tensile stress. This is the second equation which gives the tensile stress equation for a component. Okay, now put the value of sigma t, that is permissible tensile stress, as a 200 in this equation number 2. So from equation number 1, sigma t is equal to 200 Newton per mm square, and putting this value, so we'll get 200 is equal to, put the value of P is given 10 Newton upon pi by 4 d square. If you calculate this, we'll get the value of, we can get the value of d. So 4 into 10 divided by 200 into pi is equal to square root of, this answer is it is 0.25 mm. So D is equal to 0.25 mm. So as I have taken just for example, this magnitude of this small d is very small, but try to understand what procedure that we are going to follow to use this permissible stress to find out the dimensions. So we have seen that this example rod was subjected to tensile force of 10 Newton. It was made up of steel, so SYT value was given 400, and we have to design the rod. That means we have to find out the diameter of rod by taking the factor of safety. 2 factor of safety was given. So first step we have seen that we have to calculate the permissible stress, which depends on the type of stress. So as the rod is subjected to tensile stress, we have to consider permissible tensile stress equation, which is given by SYT upon Fs. SYT was given, Fs was given, so its answer was 200. So permissible tensile stress was 200 Newton per mm square. Then in the step number 2, we have to use the stress equation for component. So as the tensile stress is going to induce in the component, so we have to write the equation of tensile stress. Sigma T is equal to P upon A. This sigma T is nothing but the equation of induced stress. Equation of induced stress. The stress that is going to induce in the component, its equation is given by this sigma T. So induced tensile stress sigma T is given by P upon A. So area is pi by 4 d square, as its cross section is circular. So we have used the value of sigma T from equation number here 200. So 200 is equal to value of P was 10 Newton upon pi by 4 d square, and we have calculated the value of D. So in this way we have to use this permissible stress to calculate the dimension of component.